What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ghostbro, and I'm back with another video. So lately I've been having a hard time with this character because it seems as the community gets better and better with their characters, their mains and stuff like that. You get to a point where you start to realize just how flawed your character is in certain matchups. And the reason I'm saying this is basically this video is gonna be a rant. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why next gen is so bad in my opinion. Yes, the combos look nice. Yes, the dot damage setup is disgusting. Yes, she's very fun to play. She's still my favorite character in this game. Still gonna continue to play her. She's still gonna continue to be my main. I'm still gonna continue to find combos, tech, all that good stuff. Whether they patch her, whether they nerf her, whether they buff her, it doesn't matter. I still love this character right now. Still my favorite to play. So what I'm gonna get into is I'm just gonna start it off. So the first thing that I'm gonna be freestyling this video, so if I forget some stuff, I'll probably make a part 2. But let's go. So the first thing I want to get into is her strings. Let's see, where do we start? Alright, so let's get this out the way. This is the elephant in the room, 422. So first of all, 422 is a very difficult input. Not everybody can do this input, so they pretty much give up on the character. Even, you know, I'm pretty consistent with it. You know, I can get it, you know, on a good day I can get it every time. You know, see? But the thing about this string is, watch this. So this is regular 422, 5% high, and this is 422, 5%. So you're telling me that for that extra execution that I need to get this move to come out, you're not gonna give me any more damage? That move needs to do at least 7 to 9% extra damage, just because of the execution. Why make it so execution heavy? And as you've seen in my other combo videos, it's not really necessary. It only adds about 1% to the combos, unless you're doing like the mid screen B&Bs that I found, or something like that, where you're throwing it in there and you can optimize it. It's only, I mean, you lose damage by doing it. If you're in the corner and you do 3 422s, you're losing damage. Yes, with next gen, because next gen doesn't have the upshot like first round KO does, so you can't do 4-4 and then upshot, so you have to connect the 422s. But the thing is, you get no reward for doing this move. It's extremely I won't say extremely difficult, because I'm really good at it, but to most people it's extremely difficult, and the payoff is not good at all. Let's go to her other strings. By far her best string is probably going to be 431. Where is it? Okay, so 431, that's -2 on block, but look at the recovery. It's 27 frames. So basically they can OS your 4-3 and 431 stackers because they recover so slow. Look at 4-3, 27 frames. Now the best stagger to me, in my opinion, for Jackie is going to be 4-1. With 4-1 you got 17 frames of recovery, so it recovers a little faster, so you can, and it's the same on block, -2, so it's a little bit easier to get your down one. Let's set the opponent to block and normal. Fancy. See how long it takes for my down one to come out? Now watch this. See? It's a little bit better on block, and it's a much better stagger to me to do 4-1. It is also a mid. You know, you can hit confirm 4-1 too. Even that though, that's -4. Still, the recovery on that one though is, let's see, 4-1, yeah, 4-1-2. It's 19, so it's still a little bit faster. I know recovery technically means what it is on whiff, but even that's better because it recovers faster on whiff. So if you whiff it, you got time to, you know, stop whatever they're trying to do or something like that. So anyway, moving on. You can kind of see that her stagger can be OS, because basically how you stop Jackie is if you see them connect this, go ahead and do a down one. If they do this and you block it, go ahead and do a down one, because if they're in first round KO, 9 times out of 10 they're going to cancel it the first time they do it. They're going to cancel that, and then they're going to go into another forward 3-1. That's what most Jackies do. They'll go cancel, and then they'll, you know, go into the real one like that. You know, I don't have the cancel variation on, but basically that's it. So with next gen, she doesn't have the cancels. All you have to do is look out for this. Once you see that connect, go ahead and get your down one. She cannot do anything that's safe after this right here. She can't even poke you first. Even though she's -2, she's still in a little bit of recovery, so she can't poke you first. Only thing she could probably do is backdash, you know, and try to catch you whiffing, but like you can poke her before she gets anything out. So it's just like, okay, my staggers don't work online. Okay, what wasn't, like, that sucks. Okay, let's move on to something else. Let's see what other string she has. 112, pretty good string. I usually catch a lot of people when I do this, and I hit them with a dash punch, because they're going to poke after that right there. So I just hit them with a dash punch. I usually catch a lot of people, so that string is pretty okay, because either they're gonna block or that. I don't get anybody ducking the last hit of that part right there. They don't duck after that's done, so you can usually catch them with a dash punch or catch them blocking. But this video is about how bad she is, so let's keep going. Okay. Let's see, 3-3 crushing blow. That's pretty good. I won't say anything about that. That's actually pretty good. I like that one. That's probably her best crushing blow. Best and easiest. You catch a scorpion teleport and bam, you got him. Let's see, back. Okay, we'll talk about this string. That's pretty much it. Okay, so this string. So back. So right here. First of all, if you go for this, you're plus, I think, 4. But you can get full combo punished out of that. Now, if that was Liu Kang, his strings, that's plus. Let's talk about this now. So Liu Kang's string, his forward 4, 3, up 4 string is plus, I want to say 4 on block, right? You have a gap. Is not that big. It's probably about 9 to 10 frames where you can stick something out, because I know I can get a 3-3 crushing blow off of it. So it's about 10 frame gap. With this right here, you could throw out a slow normal and still and full combo punish. So it doesn't have to be a 7 frame, even though most characters are gonna hit you with a 7 frame. But you can catch her with damn near anything and punish that. The other option she has is this right here. She could do back 3-2, but I mean, if they're blocking that, look at this. So if they're blocking this, let me back up a little bit. Okay, so look. So that is not safe. That's not safe. Usually people can't, depending on the character, they can't punish it. Maybe if they dash in and, you know, hit you with something, but they can't punish it. But think about this. This is really what's pissing me off about Jackie. She has no mix. This is the only overhead she has, like within a string. She has this and she has that, but this is pretty much the only overhead she has. So let me tell you why this sucks, because I'm playing against characters like Aaron Black who can counter poke me with back 2-2. That's overhead. It's overhead. I want to say overhead, mid, overhead. Not only can he do overheads in his strings, but he can mix it up. He could do back 2-2 slide or back 2-2 and let the full string rock, and you get hit with the overhead. He can also pull out his gun and hit you on the top of the cranium. That's an overhead. So it's like he got all this mix off of that string, and he got scut shot to make it safe. We're gonna talk about specials in a little bit, but he has all that to make his string safe. to make it safe, or he can mix you up. Jackie does not have that. I cannot go into this into another low. I can't go, you know, back 2-2. The only way I can get double low is if I stagger, then go again. That works sometimes because the back 3 has reach, but I mean, most people are gonna block Jackie low because she has no overhead threat. Aaron Black, you don't know which way is coming. This fool has a low slide. He has overhead starters. It's like, okay, like I have to hold whatever he's gonna throw at me. But with Jackie, you block low, you're never gonna get hit unless they do this. But then they gotta respect your wake up next, or you gotta respect their wake up after you do it. Or you can hit them with this. But that doesn't lead into anything. It just, you know, give you a hard knockdown. Okay. Not only that, but you can't do this mid combo. You remember in the old MK, well, pretty much this game too, you can end combos with hard knockdowns. Like Sub-Zero Grandmaster in the last game, they would end it in a hard knockdown with forward 1-2, and they would set up ice zone. So here you pretty much can't connect this out the combos to set up a hard knockdown. So it's pretty useless unless they're blocking you low the whole time. But it's so easy to react to. Look at that. As soon as she hops, you're done. Now I think this does low crush. I haven't done it enough, but I have gotten hit with down 1 or down 2s out of it. But I think if you do something like that, you can low crush like maybe a down 4 or something, because they low profile, or down 3. So since they low profile, you're gonna be jumping over them and hitting them in the top of the head. But still, she has no mix within her strings. It sucks because, I mean, wouldn't it be nice if you can go 4-3-1 into a low, or 4-3-1 into overhead? Keep them guessing. Now the low couldn't either knock down and the overhead could launch, or neither one of them could. But they're still gonna have to guess. So what that will do is open up this right here, and we'll get into her specials next, I guess. So if she had a overhead or a low at the end of that string right there, you could go here, right here. You know they're gonna be respecting whatever you're gonna throw next. They're gonna be trying to block it, and you could do this. So with that, I'll get into her special. So Dot is good. I'll tell you the good thing about Dot. You can set it up no matter what. It doesn't have a timer like Aaron Black's. So where Aaron Black's Dot is, that's where it's gonna be stuck for those 8 seconds. But Jackie, she can go here. She can set it up anywhere, which is, you know, which I like. The thing about this is very punishable. Let me see. I'll show you. You can punish this with a slow normal. A lot of people saying you should go into maybe like forward 1 into down back 1, or forward 3-1 into down back 1, or something like that. But look how punishable you are. Let's see. Okay, let's see what normals Aaron Black has. Let's see a slow normal. Let's see 13 frames. Okay, that's 13 frames, and I can punish her for throwing that at me. 13 frames. Let's see something slower. I did the math on this already, so I'm cheating, but I know it's it's close to like 20 frames. That should punish it. Trying to find something extremely slow. That won't punish it, but let's see. What was that? 15 frame. Forward 2, I believe. Yeah. Forward 2. That's 15 frames, and that's the punish. So that's not safe. There is no instance in which you can set that up and be safe on block. You cannot set that up and be safe on block. I've tried it. It sucks because Aaron Black can cancel into Scud Shot off of anything, and he can be safe. He can cancel that. That's like negative like a million, but he can be safe if he just cancel into that. Then he can go into his poke. Sucks. Jackie doesn't have anything like that. I can't cancel into anything and be safe. The closest I can do is gonna cost me meter. Let me show you what I mean. I can do this right here. I can hold it, wait for you to move, or I can make you respect that, But wouldn't it be nice if you can cancel that? Like, if you can cancel that and keep comboing, yo, that would be so sick. Oh my god. So they would have to respect something. They would have to respect what's coming next. They can't poke you because they're gonna be too scared to get hit with that because it is a mid. So it's like, you can't cancel that. You're very punishable when you do it. If you do this right here, look at the recovery on this. Look how long it takes me to block. I'm holding block. That's boo-boo. This is a little bit quicker, but the only thing I can do to probably make that safe is do that. But even then, it's still minus like 10 depending on your distance. I'll show you. Frame data. Let's turn both. So, okay, so I'm minus 2 from back here, but what can I do from here? Maybe back 2 or something. But if I'm up close, I'm minus 11, still punishable, so I can't keep that safe. Only way to keep that safe is from back here. I mean, but you're pretty much out of range. Jackie gets zoned out very easily. So yes, you have dot on the screen, but if they have, if they have projectiles that they could just throw at you, this I want to say this will only do like 5% damage. Let's see, maybe 10% damage. So if they could just hit you with a few of their projectiles while you're standing there trying to get yours off, you're gonna die. So that sucks. Also, let's talk about grease kicks. So grease kicks, look at that, it's very punishable. It's negative 18 on block. So you would think that maybe if you didn't let the whole string rock, you could be a little more safe. Nope, negative 18. That one whips. Negative 18. Negative 18. Just 2 hits, negative 18. So the only way you can make this semi-safe, and it's still not safe, you're still punishable, is to do this. Spend a meter, and you're still not safe. You would think that if you spend the meter, it would make it safe, because more characters can do that. They can spend the meter to make it safe. Like, well, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but I do know that there are some characters that if they spin the meter, like Aaron Black, for example. Well, no, that's still punishable. Okay, so maybe I'm reaching for that, but still, like, if I spin that, you know, I want to be at least negative 10. Like, if I spin my meter, and if I don't let the full string rock, I want the negative frames to go down. I don't want to always be, you know, minus 18. I could play, you know how much mind games I could play if they don't know when I'm gonna end it. I can end it right there, or I can let the whole thing rock, and you know they don't know. Or I can let the whole thing rock into the mid, and they won't know. You know, if it didn't have the pushback. But like grease kicks, I mean, it's good on hit confirm because it launches. Also, let's talk about this. Grease kicks launches, but pretty much anytime you get the hit, because Jackie has no mix, so you got to rely on whiff punishing and just, I guess, just pressure to make them, you know, open themselves up. Once you get them launched, guess what they're gonna do? Roll. They're gonna break away. So it's like the only thing you can do to launch them is to do the grease kicks. But once you finally get that off, you spin that meter, they're breaking away. Now you just lost meter. You gain the advantage because you got the pressure. You know, now that they're you know, they're in front of you, you know, whatever. But guess what? She has no mix. This is the only thing she can do is a freaking low overhead. All is punishable. It's not punishable. Well, if you let the full string rock, it's punishable. But this is very punishable. But like, okay, once you get in, now what? They're probably gonna poke you out of anything you try to do. Like, there is no real. The only thing I really think about doing is, okay, I'm gonna forward one into a poke, into a grab or something. That stagger is pretty good for grab. You know. Let's see what other special move she has. We talked about the grenade launchers. Okay, so dive bomb, unsafe. We know this. It's negative 31. I wish it wasn't that negative, but I get why it is. But like, the thing is, in MKX, which I'm not gonna keep talking about MKX because it's a whole different game, and I understand it. You got to make stuff more punishable in this game. But if I do instant air dive bombs, I want it to be less negative, which is negative 24, but it seems, you know, it's not enough for me. You know, negative 28, so it, you know, it's still very punishable, but I just want it to be a little less punishable if I do it instant air. Now if I'm doing from way up here, yeah, you know, kill me for that. But like if I'm like right here, do a quick jump back or something like that, you know, I want it to be a little less punishable. I know I'm probably reaching asking for that, but she really has nothing. Also, why can't this be an overhead, man? Look at it. It looks like it needs to be an overhead. Like, do you know what I could do if I could just get them, condition them to block low, then I do a jump back, bam, hit them on top of the head just like Kano ball. I don't think Kano's, you know, air ball is an overhead, but it was an MKX. But just think about that, like if that was an overhead, that could add so much dimension to the character. Like you can go low, you got the double low, down 3 is freaking sick, or down 4 is pretty good, it's plus 16 on hit, in the corner you can go into whatever you want to after that. They're worried about all these lows, and bam, they get hit with overhead. Like, come on, man. Oh my god, that would be so sick. But yeah, dive bomb, it sucks. Pretty much everything on here, I mean, her dash punch is pretty good. It is a high, so you know what comes with that, but it's still pretty good. And I like that she has a crushing blow off of it. So we won't talk about dash punch because it's pretty good. Let's see. Talked about grease kicks. Her fatal blow. Her fatal blow is okay. She got 1 hit of armor, which is, you know, whatever. But I do drop her fatal blow sometimes. Let's see. I can practice that right now while I got you here. Okay. So sometimes I mess that up. Yeah, sometimes they'll break away and I'll mess that up. Let's see. Options, breakaway on. Okay, so you'll have pretty much have to dash. I think. Nah, you gotta do like a mini dash, but that's hard to, you know, that's probably the only thing. So you can catch them trying to break away with that. That's pretty good. But let's see. So that's her fatal blow. It's pretty good. I won't go into detail about that because I wouldn't say it's bad. It is a mid, so you can catch them jumping. You can catch them trying to, you know, crouch block. So it's pretty good. Also, it's a good counter poke. If you poke, you can go ahead and do it, or if you poke, they poke you back, and you think that they're going to try to do something, because a lot of people in this game like to poke and then poke again, or they like to poke and then automatically go into a grab, or poke and go into their on block and go into their offense. Like, what? Like, you don't respect anything I'm going to do? Okay. So as soon as you poke me, I'm going to hit you with fatal blow. So that's it for special moves. I talked about how she has no mix. That is really what brought on the rant, because I just hate that she has like literally no mix in her. Okay, let's talk about this too. Think about the characters that have plus frames, right? Liu Kang is probably the biggest one. So in his string, yes, it's full combo punishable if you exploit the gap, but think of the mind games that he has off of that. He can do a if he thinks you're gonna press your buttons, he can do any of his normals, not his normals, but he could do any of his oh god, what am I gonna say? He can do any of his special attacks and catch you, and you get hit. Or if you mistime it, you're getting crushing blowed. If you mistime Jackie's punish on her plus frames, you're not getting nothing for that. You're gonna get hit. Like that's it. Um, Also with Liu Kang's plus frames, it's like he can do his staggers into parry, which is already OP. So if he thinks you're gonna try to press a button, he can parry. And also he has mix off of that string if you play the first tournament variation, because he can go into his Shaolin stance, he can go into a low, he can go into the overhead, which is a little more reactable, but the point is it's still mixed because it has an overhead option and a low option. So it's like Jackie doesn't have any of that. Like, she can, after her plus frames, she has to do a stagger, or she has to grab, or she has to down one. She can't do anything after her plus frames. Like Liu Kang, after his plus frames, it has a little pushback. He can zone you out. He could do something, but Jackie, the big thing is that he can mix you, because he can get back in and do 4-4, and now you have to guess if he's gonna do low parry or the overhead out of the stance, or if he's gonna just not do anything and wait for you to block. And then when he thinks you're gonna poke to try to counter what he's doing, he can flawless block you and punish you. So it's like he has so many options, but Jackie, she has to commit to that. Like, I can stagger that and maybe if I think he's gonna poke, bam. Oh, let's talk about this. Oh god, let's talk about this. Her up 2, it is so suspect, because I have a set with me and Happy Pal that we was doing, and he was flawless blocking everything. So forward 3, flawless block up 2. I did a down 1, flawless block up 2. I did standing 1, flawless block up 2. Which, so during that match, I was like, well, let me try that. I want to flawless block him trying to poke me or trying to, do something to me. So like anytime I thought he was gonna poke, I'll flawless block up 2. But guess what? Her up 2 has pretty much no horizontal hitbox. It just has a vertical hitbox. So your opponent has to be like literally right in your face for them to get hit, or they have to be like right above your head, like on the way down. They can't be at the top of their jump. They have to be like on the way down for you to hit them. And when he would do that, of course he would do like down 4, and he would be too far away. And when I would do it, it would just go straight up. So her flawless block attacks, like, they suck unless they leave you in their face. Like Liu Kang's forward 4 string. If you flawless block that, it'll leave you in their face. So of course you're gonna get the launch. But like flawless blocking pokes, it's not like Gearus or Johnny Cage where they advance forward and knock you in the air with a mid. But it's just like, what does she have? Like, I mean, it's so bad. It's so bad. I love playing with her though, but she just, at this current time, man, she just sucks. Let's see what else we got in the move list. We're not gonna talk about, brutalities or anything. Also, another thing, why does Tech Dome not have his own brutality? Like, okay, she's got a brutality for the clinch variation. She could do the little. Also, she could do the shot. What? That's in custom variations. So if she hits you with the rockets, hold forward during the hit. Yeah, she can hit you with the rockets, and it's like, okay, that's not even an internal variation. The only thing she really got that she don't really have anything that's next gen. Nope. Air grenade launcher. Wait, I never saw this before. I could have sworn that only said air shrapnel blast. I swear to you. And all you gotta do is hold down. I'm gonna have to test that brutality out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to test that one out. That's because I could have gotten that so many times. But okay. But that's still not next gen exclusive, because it comes with the rockets, shrapnel blast, all that. So it's not specific to next gen. Let's see. Yeah, so she has no brutalities that are really specific to next gen. That sucks. So basically, it's hard to win with her, man, because you got to be like on your on your game. Like, she has good, you know, of course she has good stuff about her. 9 frame mids, 11 frame checks, that -2 that sets you up for a grab or for the poke. Good anti-airs, and if you miss the first anti-air, you can hit them with the whole string, and at least 2 of those hits are gonna connect, and you can hit a dash punch. What else? Low staggers. That's pretty much it. Well, that's for people that don't know the matchup. But everybody that knows, that plays Jackies, they're gonna of course block the lows. But I think that's gonna be it. I was freestyling this, so I probably missed some things, but like, you know, it is what it is. Also, if they block this, you're extremely punishable. I don't think I've ever really gotten punished for that. People must not know you can punish that. You gotta wait till I land, of course, but like, that's very punishable. So I wish that was a little bit safer. Not -18. Like, dear God, you can make it. You know, the lower you do it, you know, let's see if I can. Yeah, the lower you do it, the more, you know. Let's see. Okay, -18 to -13. So the lower you do it, it's pretty much just a 1 frame difference. But you know, it looks like it's not punishable, but it is. You pretty much got to get them while they're still in the air, though. If you let them land, then they have a higher chance of, you know, being able to block. But basically, like, it sucks. Like, that's not safe. Nothing she does is safe. Like, none of her special attacks is safe. Especially not that. If they, like, all of these, and not to mention, if they hit you while you're doing this, most characters have crushing blows on punishes. So you're gonna get crushing blow, brother, sister, whoever's playing her. So like, just think about that plan. Now, I'm not trying to discourage anybody from playing the character. I love this character. I want to see more of her out here because I think a lot of people still are sleeping on her. But at the same time, man, buff Jackie.